Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is October the 6th, 2022, and I'm here to read into another story for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is a mother-daughter. Nobody ever expects cancer to come into the lives of the loved ones. I know I didn't, but when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer and then MBC just a few weeks later, cancer became my life too. When she was physically and emotionally hurting, I am hurting. When she was tired from scans and appointment, I am tired. Honestly, the doctor appointments felt like they were becoming my own. I can't tell you how much cancer has impacted my life, but I've learned to count on my faith and my own support system to strengthen me. How it all started. My mom noticed the slight change in her left breast. Because cancer runs in our family, she called the doctor for her yearly mammogram. Even though her maternal grandmother had breast cancer and was in remission for 10 years before it came back, we tried not to worry. However, we grew more concerned when the doctor requested a biopsy of her left breast and axillary because they spotted the lump. My husband and I went with my mom to get her biopsy done. I made her stay at my apartment that night because I wanted her to be with me and not alone. Then, all we could do was really wait and try not to worry. A day after the biopsy, my mom called me at work. In seconds, a typical phone call had turned into the news of her stage 2 breast cancer diagnosis. My body went numb. I fell instantly into sadness and denial. I even looked at my phone over and over just to make sure that it was actually my mom on the line and not some crazy joke. She said, "Try to stay calm and call me when you get off." My boss told me to leave and to go straight away and be with my mom, so I drove straight to her home. Immediately, we started searching for oncologists. Both my mom and I felt like we could take control of our own and be advocates. So we knew it was very important for us to find the doctor that she could build a personal relationship with. Someone she could really talk to and who didn't make her feel like she was just a patient or just a statistic. We made a list of oncologists and started knocking appointments out one by one. Soon we found a doctor who was very polite. He was reassuring with us that we could conquer this, and with hopeful, and we trusted that we could put all of this behind us after surgery to remove both breasts and the cancer lymph nodes. The only thing standing between my mom and that surgery was a PET scan. One early Wednesday morning, I was still laying in bed after my husband left for work when my mom called. She called crying so hard that she could barely get her words out. "Vicky, Vicky, it's stage 5. It's metastatic and it's everywhere." I was so confused. What was she talking about? What is she saying? In the moment, my whole world came crashing down. I never thought I would get the worst news that my mother was having stage 2, and now it's turned to stage 5. All I wanted to do was be with my mom. I called my boss and couldn't even get the words out. The only thing I could say is it's stage 5. Once I did, I went straight to my mom's house. We collapsed in each other's arms, and as I sat there hugging her and crying, I don't know if or when or how we all initially became and how this became positive, and the feedback from the oncologist and just the sheer fact that cancer was everywhere and now it was stage 5. But I couldn't get over the shock. The doctor didn't want to discuss the details over the phone, so she had us wait until the next day to meet him. Needless to say, the next 24 hours were brutal. The second the doctor walked in, we knew it was bad. He confirmed that yes, it was stage 5 cancer and told us that it was metastasized into the chest, into the pelvis, into the neck, and 2 places into the spine. I couldn't believe my mom had treatable but incurable cancer. I looked at my mom and I could see the panic and the fear in her face, silently telling me to get her out of there, learning to cope. Ever since I was little, I've always been the person who keeps things bottled up. But from the moment my mom was diagnosed, I wanted to be there for her. I knew this wasn't the time to shut down, although it was early. She said she was done. As a caregiver, everyone looked for me for information and updates. It's a role I've been happy to take on, but the responsibility can be very heavy. That appointment was miserable and it was brutal. The doctor did mention a treatment plan that he thought was a good candidate for my mom. He told her about implants, a combination of meds. We got a better understanding of it and we decided to use this and move forward. She had experienced some of the side effects, including low white blood counts and some nausea, as well as constipation, the diarrhea, the hot flashes. However, this is just her experience, not everybody's. Everybody's is different. Other patients might experience other side effects, such as infections or fatigue. My mom no longer takes it and has moved on to a different med. Finding our way, her body's response to treatment came as a good news in the middle of the sadness, the anger, and the confusion. I struggled for a while under the stress of everything that was going on. For me, the moment I became more active in my mom's care, it made sure that it was a part of my life and easier to deal with. I know as a caregiver, I need to remember to take care of myself, and that's something that I've tried to be more diligent in doing. The difference between the process, but I talk with my husband a lot, and he forces me to talk even when I feel like shutting down, and I'm thankful for his patience. It's easy as a caregiver to lose perspective of yourself and your life. You have to take all those bad thoughts about cancer and everything becomes about the person who's battling it. But even if, like me, you want to shut down, try not to. Whether it's anger, whether it's crying, a caregiver still needs to vent. It's healthy. So always be encouraging to other caregivers that you find someone is listening and write down their thoughts. Even though I wish I had done it all sooner for myself, I'm proud that I had stepped down from doing things that I needed to do for my mom. So this experience I've learned, it's that I'm much stronger than I ever thought I was. Cancer is now a part of our life, but it's something we're taking on as a family. My mom, my sister, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And now we've also been checked. So it's really important. As you can see, you're not in it alone. And if the diagnosis does come back positive, lean on your family, lean on your friends. You've got a good support system and you don't even realize it. I'll see you back in the next video clip. Take care, God bless, and have a fabulous day.